Good morning, everybody. Don here again. It's another work weekend around the homestead. As you can see, yesterday I got all the rest of those logs cut up. So this afternoon, after I get done in the garden, I'll start splitting that. Hopefully, this evening I'll get out and try to catch a couple bass in the kayak. I want to give you a little update on the garden. So I showed you the garden last weekend, and I just wanted to give you a quick look at it. Everything is doing really well. We had some rain while I was gone and looking good. Yesterday I bought a couple of other things, and I'm going to do something here. I raised this up to the same level as the rest of the garden. I'm going to dig this all up, and then I'm going to prepare the soil and show you how I'm doing that to plant carrots in there. I know I was going to plant garlic. I was talking to a friend of mine who grows a lot of garlic, and he says really too late in the year to get that going. So I'll plant carrots in there now, and in the fall we'll plant some garlic so we can have a harvest next spring. So I was watching a video by my friends over at Bumblebee Junction. They're a couple of disabled veterans who have a great looking homestead over in Tennessee. And according to their video, and it looked pretty legit to me, growing carrots is all about bed preparation. You got to have a nice, loose, deep bed for those carrot tubers to really grow big. So I raised this up. This has got a fairly loose bed in it now, which we use a lot of compost from that bin over there the last couple years. And this one little garden had produced more than that other big garden had completely. We've grown squash in this in the last couple of years, summer squash, and they did great. But I'm going to do carrots this year in it. And so I'm going to loosen this bed, and then I'm going to show you some of the stuff that he showed everybody on his video about soil bed preparation. I was thinking of going and getting some sand, but this is really nice and loose. When I add the vermiculite and then the other potting soil, I think it'll be fine. All right, so got that dug up good. Now I'm going to put in a fair amount of vermiculite. Not sure if I got enough or not. They were using the more pelletized kind of vermiculite that you find in garden soil a lot, or in potting soil. I couldn't find any, so I got this. It's much finer. It's called Black Gold, and it's by Sungrow vermiculite. I think it'll have the same effect. Probably just break down a little quicker than what theirs does. So, get these out of the way. I got the vermiculite in there, and now I'm just gonna mix it in deep. This is your base for your carrots to grow in. The idea is to be able to stick your fingers down in there without any resistance. And that's so that the carrots, those roots, can go down deep and give you good big carrots. Of course, this is all what I'm hoping for, because I've never done this, but I try a lot of different stuff. The next thing is bone meal. So I'm going to put a good amount of bone meal in here. Right in there. A little buggy today, no wind. That's all right. I'll save a little bit of that. And then the last thing, you know, the nutrients in the bone meal can't really be absorbed by the plants unless they have some magnesium. So I'm putting in some Epsom salts. Not very much of that, just enough to help. There we go. And now I'm gonna dig that in again. All right, I'm gonna rake that out, nice and level. And then I'll put, I'm gonna top dress this with some nice potting soil. Now, for the top dressing for the plant to grow on, this is an all-natural organic potting mix, a company called Kellogg Gardens Organic. Actually got this at Home Depot's, $6 a bag, but that's all right. Put a whole bag of that in here, spread it out. This is really just for the carrot top, actually, to grow in. Use it all. All right, just tamp down that upper layer to level it off. Now I'm gonna poke a hole about every 3 inches. Need longer arms. All right, you get the idea. I'll do that other side. I have Mante Supreme, which about 7 or 8 inches long, and they store better than most carrots, supposedly, per the label. And I was hoping I could find some that were coated. I don't think these are. They're not. So what I'll do, I'll just put a couple. Hey Mark, how's it going? Doing a little gardening. I got the rest of it all cut up yesterday. That's what you call a good friend and neighbor over there, Mark. He come up to help me split wood, because I was going to split wood today. I was hoping to get these carrots yesterday. I got all my wood cut yesterday, but he says, go finish planting your carrots. I'll split wood on my own. You've seen my splitter. It's a pretty good machine for splitting. So I'm going to plant at least this half of these, and then I'm going to go help Mark split my wood. The guys on Bumblebee, they had these awesome coated seeds. They were about the size of a BB, which is much easier. I think he said there was 1 or 2 seeds in each little cluster. You'll get the idea. What I'm going to do at the end is I'm going to wet this down really lightly with a spray mist. I'm going to put newspaper on top of it, and I'm going to spray that on, get that good and wet. And then I'm going to keep the newspaper wet for 5 days, which means then Friday I'll take that old newspaper off, wet it down again, and the carrots should start popping up sometime after that. Thanks for watching, and we'll keep you posted on how the garden grows. We'll see you next time.